Yo, what is up, you guys? We are back at it today. And since May the 4th is coming up, I'm going to rank every Skywalker Saga Star Wars film. Now, obviously, there are some peak ones and there are some bad ones. So, yeah. Let's get this started. Now, I'm going to do this in chronological order. So, it's going to start from The Phantom Menace to the Rise of Skywalker, yeah. Alright, anyways. Let's begin. Alright. The Phantom Menace. It's like a B tier, yeah. I mean, I like the final fight scene with Darth Maul, but the movie's not bad, really. It's just I just think it would have a little bit of a better story, but overall, it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, I know this is obviously not the first movie made, but again, I'm doing this in chronological order. Which is like timeline in the Star Wars universe. So yeah. Anyways, okay, Attack of the Clones. It's like a C tier. Yeah, it's all right, but it's not terrible that either. But I also think that the story in this one could have been a little bit better. I like the parts where Anakin was crashing out, and that started like showing his dark side and stuff, but obviously he's not evil in this movie, but he obviously is in Revenge of the Sith. Well, at least he becomes evil in Revenge of the Sith and becomes a Sith and quits being a Jedi. So yeah. And Revenge of the Sith, it's definitely going in S tier, bro. It is actually a really good movie, at least in my opinion. But yeah, but yeah. Obviously, my favorite scene in this movie is probably when Anakin and Obi-Wan fight on Mustafar. Yeah, that fight was peak. Anyways, yeah, that's where I put Revenge of the Sith. It's our first S tier on this list. So yeah, that is a prequel trilogy done. Now we move on to the original trilogy, which is obviously my favorite trilogy of the entire franchise. All right. And plus, everyone loves the original trilogy, so I bet y'all are going to be happy. And so am I, so, yeah. Alright, the very first one ever made, the original Star Wars, which is now called A New Hope. So, it's obviously going in S tier. I mean, come on, it's a classic, bro. It is such a classic. And plus, this is the one that started it all. Almost 50 years ago. Like, oh my gosh. That's a lot. That's a long time ago. It's like, it's almost been half a century since this movie came out. Anyways, so, yeah, again, it's such a classic movie. It's very well made, and yeah. Anyways. Oh yeah, Empire Strikes Back is even better. It's by far my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. It's for sure the best one. I'm pretty sure it's your guys' favorite as well. I could be wrong, because obviously most of you also have different favorites, which is totally okay, but yeah. But yeah, Empire Strikes Back is actually just too peak, bro. It's too peak. All right. Anyways, oh shoot, my bad. All right. Okay. Return of the Jedi. Yeah, it's still good. I'll just put in like an A tier, but it's definitely going the highest in A tier. That is for sure. But it's still a good movie. I like the chase scenes with all the like all the ever like that one scene where those those type of stormtroopers are chasing Luke and Leia, and I also like the final scenes of the movie, like the end where they fight Emperor Palpatine. Yeah, that was pretty good. Anyways, all right, now we get to the sequels. Okay, Force Awakens is definitely going in A tier, but it's not. It's still not perfect, but it's still all right. Yeah. Obviously, it's the one that started the sequel trilogy. But just letting you guys know, the sequel trilogy is definitely my least favorite. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, alright, here we go. We're getting to the bad stuff now. Alright, yeah. Last Jedi has to go in D tier. I'm sorry, chat. It has to go to D tier. I thought it sucked. It's not the worst film in the world, but it's definitely by far the worst Star Wars film ever made, in my opinion, and from what I've seen too. So yeah, it's just the story is pretty bland, and it was just kind of weird, not gonna lie, bro. All right. The last one, it's just okay. It's just okay. But yeah, it's just mid. It's just really mid. But yeah. Obviously, the one big problem I have with this movie is at the very end, because when Rey says she's a Skywalker, she's not. She's a Palpatine. That doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. That's just my thoughts and opinions. I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah. Oh shoot. My bad. No. There we go. Okay. So that is my ranking of all the Star Wars films. So sorry that was so short. Yeah, I'm not super well at explaining movies yet, so yeah. That's why it had to be a little short, and I can only describe some things. So, yeah. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, comment, and like, and turn on notifications. Obviously. Anyways, that's it for today.